Hey you guys, welcome back to My Table 3. Today is Sunday afternoon and we are just chilling. My son and I just finished putting up our fall decorations. You can see our autumn crosses and all our, I look a mess, but this is real mom life. So after church, and we're just going to relax the rest of the day, and I'm going to show you what I'm making for dinner. Horrible lighting. So tonight I'm going to be making my creamy sausage and pepper casserole that I have on my blog. I will be making some adjustments because like it calls for 2 pounds of sausage. I only have one. My husband's coming in. And I think that's just about it. But I'm going to show you how I'll make it, starting with cooking my spaghetti squash in the Instant Pot, and then I'll show you the rest on the stove. Let's get to it, and I hope you know. If you tried it, let me know in the comments. Let's get cooking. Here are the ingredients I'm going to use to make my creamy sausage and pepper casserole. I'm going to put the link, remember, in the description below of this video to show you exactly how I do it. Tonight it's going to be a little bit different because I just have one thing of sausage. But let me show you. This is a large spaghetti squash. This is probably about 3.5, 4 pounds. And I'm just using my handy dandy ice cream scoop. There's a tip for you. You do really just go around like that, and you can see how that comes out in perfect round shapes. I can't do it with just one hand, so I'll do that one next. And I'm going to put it in my Instant Pot. I have 1.5 cups of water in the bottom, and I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to put it on 7 minutes and get it done. Then I'll let it, I'll instant release, whatever you call it, and let it come out. I'll pull it out, let it cool a little bit, and then I'm going to saute in a pan. I'll show you the peppers, the block of cream cheese, and 1 can of tomato, and I'm going to cut this up to go in it. So I'm going to get started and get this steaming, and then I'll come back in a little bit and show you how I put all this together. It's going to be so tasty, you guys. Alright guys, so my spaghetti squash is in the Instant Pot, and it is finishing up with natural release. You can hear it because it's almost just about done. So I have my package of the 3 pepper blend right here, just in this skillet on medium heat. And I'm just going to let this cook down. It's frozen still, so they'll add a little bit of juices. Then I'm going to add in the can of the tomatoes there. I get that from Aldi. I love the one that has the basil. I think it's called fire roasted, or there's another one that has basil and garlic. It's really good in this recipe too. If you're using, like, doubling the recipe or anything like that, definitely use more than 1 can. If you want it a little bit saucier, then use more than 1 can, because sometimes I do. And then the recipe will call for 2 pounds of sausage, and definitely add that so your family gets enough protein. I just have 1 pound, so that's what I'm using. Cream cheese. And then I'm just going to use salt, Italian seasoning, onion powder, and garlic powder. So I'm just going to let this cook down a little bit. And I'll come back in a few minutes when this has cooked down, and I'll show you when I add all the rest of these ingredients. Alright guys, so these are soft and tender, so I'm just going to show you how to add the rest. 1 15-ounce can of these fire roasted tomatoes, or whatever kind of diced tomatoes you have. Go ahead and put those in there. And then I don't measure, but just follow the measurements in the recipe, because when I write them for you guys on the blog, I do put measurements. So we're just going to put in that garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasonings. Again, if you want measurements, I'm going to put in a little bit of salt. Okay, not too much because I got the sausage going in. And then I'm just going to stir this up. Oh, it's already smelling amazing, you guys. This is making the sauce for our casserole, the spaghetti squash. Now, I got my spaghetti squash cooked over there, and it's cooling. I cooked it a little bit longer than I should have. So, sometimes I bake it in the oven. Sometimes I do it in the Instant Pot when I'm full in a hurry. Tonight I was doing it in the Instant Pot. And I cooked it for 7 minutes when I probably should have cooked it for about 5 minutes, because it's a little bit mushier than I like, but that's okay. So next I'm going to add 8 ounces of cream cheese. And all I have left are these sausage slices. This is 16 ounces of sausage. But I'm going to go ahead and let this cook down. I'm going to put my spices away. And then as this cooks, maybe a little bit more of this because I like it. This cream cheese will melt. and make this a creamy sauce. Now, normally, this is a casserole, and I put it in a casserole dish. I add some shredded Italian cheese, or you could do any kind of cheese. Just like I said in the recipe, I'll tell you how much you need. And again, you can use whatever kind you'd like to. But since we are doing a little bit less dairy than we used to, I'm just going to use this cream cheese as a treat for us tonight. And I'm going to leave out the shredded cheese. So we will have that creaminess, but we don't have to have the extra heaviness of the shredded cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and let this melt down. I'll come back and show you what it looks like after the cream cheese is melted down and it's creamy. And I add that spaghetti squash. It already smells so good, guys. Alright, you guys, so you can see how creamy and luscious this sauce for the squash casserole is going to be. There's still just a few chunks in here of the cream cheese, but you just mash it with your spoon, the back of your spoon, or you can just leave it chunky if you like it, but we like it a little bit smooth. So this is about ready. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in, this is a spaghetti squash that I steamed and shredded. Like I said, I got a little bit too mushy. Then we like it, but it's going to work because, hey, it's Sunday evening, we're taking it easy. So I'm going to add the 1 pound of sausage. Again, check the recipe. Go right in, guys. Whoop, sorry. And I think I dropped one back here. Yep. So we're going to stir this up, and this will actually heat the sausage through. Now, again, this is normally a casserole dish that I make in the oven, but I am not going to make it in the oven because I don't have any cheese to melt. I'm going to make it like a skillet meal tonight. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and add in the spaghetti squash. And I may have to add some cream or something to this one, because it is a little bit thick, but we'll see. And this squash is still hot because I just about burnt my fingers trying to shred it. So if it's not hot, you guys, if you do it in casserole form, everything will heat up in the oven. But if you want to do it just like this, man, I'm making a mess. In the skillet, just let it come together here. Stir it up real good so all your squash gets coated in that yummy Italian sauce. And then let it heat up for a little bit. Trying to get some more light over here so you guys can see how good it looks. But so that's it, guys. I wish you guys could smell it because it smells amazing. We are actually going to eat dinner and then go run to the Dollar Tree. I need a few more little odds and ends for our fall decorations, and they have some really cute stuff for really cheap. So, and Hobby Lobby's closed today since it's Sunday, and tomorrow's Labor Day, so I don't think they'll be open either. But just to get out for the evening, we had church this morning, and we're having this yummy casserole tonight for dinner. And there you have it, guys. At this point, just check the recipe if you want to turn that into a casserole, or you could just eat it just like this. Sprinkle some cheese over it as you serve it. You can have it with a non-starchy veggie like green beans or salad, but it is amazing, you guys. So this will feed us tonight. We'll have some leftovers tomorrow, and that is my creamy sausage and pepper casserole. You can find the link to the recipe down below. Follow there for if you need your directions and ingredients. And I hope you guys have liked this video. Look at that recipe down in the comments below. Tell me if you tried the recipe. Tell me what kind of recipes you like to use with your spaghetti squash. And give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe. And I'll see you guys on the next recipe video.